on to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Red Raiders offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Potter.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
On first down from their own 22. He wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They keep attacking through the air. He makes the connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. One back in the backfield and they'll give it to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know him well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Comes out throwing on first down. Floats it out in space.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Mack. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mack. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Keeps it himself and gets the first. At the 35, he's loose. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Northwestern. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Red Raiders looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going and get that first down, new set of downs.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Sweet cut there. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said, football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by just 4 to Northwestern.
Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 2nd down coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raider! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They go to the ground. Trucks through the defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field of gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Stands in and takes the hit. Complete to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
But one of the reasons you go for vertical is because you know you've got dudes that can stretch the field. This guy is one of the fastest receivers in college football, so I love the play call, taking advantage of that speed to go make a big play.
The running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds of...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Mack. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Still running at the 40. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making it accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads it left. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Across the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And on second down for this offense. Right back to it. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulder. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Coming after it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
He lobs one high down the left side. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.